All right, I've gotten comments from time to time on the probes that I use. You know, what are those? Where do I buy those? How do I make those? What do you call that thing? And so these are DIY. I've had these for decades. I can tell by the wire. So this wire I can't find anymore. This was a wire that was in the HP stockroom, and it is a test probe wire, and I'll talk about test probe wires a little bit later, but this is gray in color. It's very, doesn't look like it anymore, it's so dirty. But yeah, these things just last forever. They're the silicone rubber wire, and I use mini grabbers. These are made by Pomona, and so if you go to Pomona and you look up mini grabbers, that's what these things are. Now the other end, people get a lot of confusion at the other end. This is called a dual banana jack, okay? So it's two banana jacks put together, called a dual banana jack. So if you search that, you'll find these. These actually have the, is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. These actually have the HP, there you go. Actually have the HP logo in the center there. So these were a standard stockroom item also. Hewlett-Packard HB company has a ground tab on it, so you know which one of these is ground. And again, gray in color. So yeah, kind of unusual. Okay, so where do you buy these things? Like I said, they're made by Pomona. So here is a bunch of mini grabbers. Let me zoom back out again. So they come in all different sizes. And yeah, so there are clones of these, and the clones are okay. The plastic is harder on these, and the big deal is the metal that's used in the center. It's a gold-plated contact, but it's a very heavy metal. The Chinese clones have a real wimpy metal here, and these things are always bending, and I'm always having to re-bend them. And so, yeah, get the real ones. You won't be cursing at them as much. But they aren't cheap. These things aren't cheap. I think they're $3 a piece or maybe more. Anyway, yeah, sometimes you can find them on eBay used or, you know, kind of leftovers from a project or something. But anyway, over time, the colors have changed. This is the original red. This is the new red. These are both Pomona, but I don't think you can get the original red anymore. And the black has changed a little bit also. This is the original black. And the new black is a little bit matte finish, whereas this one was kind of shiny. So anyway, they have changed over the years. You can get them in different colors. You can buy packs of multicolor. Like I said again, though, they ain't cheap. All right, so let's kind of shove those out of the way. I'll put those in the bag later. So dual banana jack. Yeah, let's look at some banana jacks. These are all, yeah, I'll just dump them out. These are all stuff here. Okay, so here's a bunch of dual banana jacks that are Chinese. And these are good quality. I don't mind these at all. So, yeah, these are all right. There's no markings at all on them, but they have fairly good metal, and yeah, they're definitely clones of the old Pomona. This is an official Pomona right here. Yeah. So this is an unusual one. This is actually marked on it. It says it's a there's a part number on it here somewhere here. An MDP-8. It's a shorting bar. So this is actually a dead short. So be careful. This is just for calibration and stuff. I use these, but this is just a dead short. Here are some official Pomona ones. So here we can compare official Pomona with Chinese clone, and they're pretty much the same. Okay. Other Pomona things that I really like are these. These are their single banana jacks, but that have a right angle on them. So you can put in a wire. There's a screw. You screw the wire in, and it clamps it. And then when you plug it in, it doesn't block it. You can plug other things into it, so you can stack these on one another. Okay. So these are also Pomona. Let's see here. What else? What else to talk about? Here's some cheapy Chinese ones, and maybe we can kind of see the difference in the thickness of the metal that I was talking about. Yeah, this is probably not going to photograph well. Might need a better lens for it, but all right. Let's measure the. Let's measure some Chinese ones. Probably all about the same. Let's see. This one is 0.34. Oops, 0.34 millimeters. This one is 0.35 millimeters. This one is 0.39. Oh, 0.39 millimeters. Nice. You can see. Oh, I just dropped it on the floor, but it was a little bit different. And here's the official Pomona one, and it is 0.46. So yeah, it's much thicker. So these are really good. You can kind of see it there. All right. So anyway, like really thick metal, and the plastic is much more durable. These oftentimes you'll put these on something, and the like put them on a hot resistor and they'll melt. These are a little bit more rugged for heat. Okay, enough of that. All right. Okay, let's push that out of the way. And the reason I was going to do it today was I was at Anchor Electronics and I found a bag of Pomona micro grabbers, or yeah, micro grabbers, I think. I've got some Chinese versions of these, and they're garbage. The little metal thing is always bending on me. Let's see how thick these are. Oops, I want to go on the ground. Right here. 0.31, yeah, but these are small. I think the Chinese ones are probably just paper thin. And again, the plastic is much more durable on these too. These are official Pomona, and they had a bag of various colors and stuff. So everything's going to roll off the table today. Okay. Now, wire. Okay, so I talked about test lead wire. So I've got this, and I bought this at a junk store ages and ages ago. And I don't remember where I got it. 24 gauge test prod wire, official test prod wire, guaranteed to 1,000 volts. Okay, and Belden brand. So this is really good stuff. It is black only. It doesn't feel like, it feels more like neoprene. If you've ever felt neoprene, like a scuba suit. Yeah. Some of the other wires are kind of more silicone, but this one seems to be more neoprene. Okay, so 24 gauge. I don't think I have a right stripping tool. A second. All right, 24 gauge. Let me strip it way back. All right, we come in close again. So there is, first of all, a cotton wind around the wire. So it has a twist, but it has a cotton wire. So this is all cotton here. Has a cotton wind around the wire. And then the wire is super fine. I don't know, 1, 2, 4, 6, 10, 20, maybe 36 little wires inside here. It's very, very fine, like children's hair. Yeah, it's really, really fine. Maybe 40 wires. It's just super tiny. So this thing can bend a lot and it won't break. And bending on the curve, the friction is reduced with that cotton there. This is just super robust stuff. It just doesn't break. So I do have that. It's similar to the stuff that HP had in the stockroom, but the HP stuff was thicker. It was a bigger gauge wire, and the inner core is much larger. This is pretty thin stuff. I thought I wouldn't like this. I thought it would like break on me, but this stuff just doesn't break. It's really good. So I use it all the time on stuff. I wish I could get some of this bigger stuff. Now, you can get bigger stuff. So let me say that. So if you want to get kind of test lead wire, go look in a different industry. This is RC cars, RC airplanes. So model making, electric airplanes, electric helicopters, quadcopters, stuff like that. So this stuff, as you see, is also just tons and tons and tons. You probably can't see that. Tons and tons and tons of little wires. Okay, so this is probably, I don't know, 50, 100 little tiny little wires in here. So these make really good test leads. They are silicone. They are pretty good for voltage. Let's see, this one says it's 18 gauge. You can get these in all sorts of gauges. 18 gauge, 200C. Yeah, this is good. I don't know what voltage these things are rated at, but yeah, go in models and stuff. Let me find some other ones here. So here's some finer gauge stuff. Can I read these? This is 22 gauge. I think this is 22 gauge. So very flexible. Lots and lots of little wires. So yeah, this stuff is really good to be using as well. Okay, and you can get this stuff pretty cheap. I've only seen two colors, red and black. Let's see. Okay, but today I think what I'll do is I'll pick a couple of these. I'm going to pick, let's see, there's a purple one and a blue one. Those are purple. Wow, those are kind of almost the same. Purple and blue. Purple and blue and brown. Maybe I'll just make, three. Oops, that's not on camera. I'm going to take these purple, blue ones and brown ones, and I'll make a little jumper cable. All right. Let's see if we can't get this in that little hole, and make sure things kind of hold in place while I solder them. Oops, damn it. Oh, geez. There's a lot of heat in that thing. All right, sometimes when you solder things down, you have to hold it for a very long time. And there we go. Yeah, that's fine. So, pull this little thing back up. Goes in here. And it's not the right way around that I wanted it. I want the, let's see here. If I can explain this, why I don't like it the way it is. There we go. When I have the clip leave my hand and the wire comes off, I want to have the hook to this side. Just, that's the way I've done all of my hooks. And I don't think you have a choice for the mini grabbers. I think they kind of choose for you that direction. This one seems like you could assemble it either way, but I wasn't paying attention. All right, there we go. So now we have a little 6-inch jumper with official Pomona attachments.